As in the previous example, we'd like to make explicit one point of production without specialization so that we can compare it to production with specialization and show that specialization and trade allow us to produce and consume more using the same amount of resources. Here, we don't have any particular point that we might expect the farmer and the rancher to produce at, because we don't know anything about how much they like meat and potatoes. Instead, we'll simply assume that each person spends half their time producing each product. In other words, 20 hours on meat and 20 hours on potatoes. This production point will just serve as a comparison for production with specialization. All right, so for the farmer, if the farmer spends half of his time producing meat and half of his time producing potatoes, we'll be at the midpoint of the production possibility frontier, giving us 1 pound of meat and 2 pounds of potatoes. You can see that because I've divided the intercepts by 2 to find the midpoint, but you can also see that by seeing how much meat the farmer could produce in 20 hours. So 1 pound of meat and 2 pounds of potatoes is the midpoint of the farmer's production possibility frontier. For the rancher, the halfway point will give 20 pounds of meat and 2.5 pounds of potatoes. So total production in this world without specialization yields 21 pounds of meat and 4.5 pounds of potatoes.